This lesson gives the verb to be a completed past it did not have yet. You already know it in the present, imperfect, and future. Now mystery tenses of completed action, all built on one new stem. Listen for it.
Fui, fueras, fuerint.
By the end, you will read a whole conversation about a new boat, a treacherous wind, and the boys in real danger. This lesson opens with 10 new words. First, 4 new nouns.
Aurum,
Gold, it hides in the name of the oriole, the golden bird.
mora,
A delay.
navigium,
A boat, a ship.
ventus.
Wind, think of the word ventilate. Now a verb.
Navigo,
To sail, think of navigate. Now 3 adjectives, an adverb, and a preposition.
attentus,
Attentive, careful.
dubius,
Doubtful, think of dubious.
perfidus,
Faithless, treacherous, think of perfidy. An adverb.
antea,
Before, previously. And a preposition which takes the ablative case.
sine,
Without. First, some foundation. Every Latin verb has 4 principal parts, the building blocks for all its tenses. From them comes 3 stems, the present stem, the perfect stem, and the participial stem. This lesson lives on the perfect stem. For the verb to be, the dictionary gives 3 of those forms, the present,
sum,
meaning I am, the infinitive,
esse,
meaning to be, and the perfect,
fui,
meaning I have been. Drop the final vowel from that last form and you reach the perfect stem.
fu,
On this one stem stands 3 tenses, all of completed action. The perfect, the pluperfect, and the future perfect. The perfect tense has its own endings unlike any other tense. In the singular,
I,
meaning I,
isti,
you,
it,
he, she, or it. In the plural,
imus,
we,
istis,
you,
erunt,
or
ere,
they glue those endings onto the stem and the perfect of to be appears.
fui,
I have been, or simply I was.
fuisti,
You have been.
fuit,
He, she, or it has been.
fuimus,
We have been.
fuistis,
You all have been.
fuerunt,
They have been. An alternate third person plural also occurs.
fuere,
Next, the pluperfect. It means have been, an action already finished before some past moment. Take the perfect stem and add onto it the imperfect of to be.
eram,
And you get the tense sign that marks every pluperfect form. Here is the full set.
fueram,
I had been.
fueras,
You had been.
fuerat,
He had been.
fueramus,
We had been.
fueratis,
You all had been.
fuerant,
They had been. Last, the future perfect. It means shall have been, an action to be finished before some future moment. This time, add the future of to be onto the same stem,
ero,
which gives the tense sign of the future perfect. The forms run.
fuero,
I shall have been.
fueris,
You will have been.
fuerit,
He will have been.
fuerimus,
We shall have been.
fueritis,
You all will have been.
fuerint,
They will have been. Now watch the last form closely because it hides a trap. The third person plural ends in this.
erint,
Not in this.
erunt,
A single letter separates the correct future perfect from a mistake. Now put the tenses to work. 3 boys are talking. Marcus asks Titus and Quintus where they have been.
ubi fuistis tite quint?
Titus answers.
Ego in meo ludo fui, et quintus in suo ludo fuit. Boni pueri fuimus. Fuitne sextus in vico hodie.
I was in my school and Quintus was in his. We were good boys. Was Sextus in the village today? Marcus replies.
Fuit. Nuper per agros proximos fluvio properabat. Ibies et Cornelius habent navigium.
He was? Lately he was hurrying through the fields next to the river. There he and Cornelius have a boat. Titus does not believe it.
Navigium dicis, ali narra iam fabulam.
A boat, you say? Tell that tale to somebody else. Marcus insisted it's real.
Vero.
Truly.
Pulcrum et novum navigium.
A beautiful new boat. Quintus asks whose money pay for it.
Cuius pecunia sextus et Cornelius id navigium parant? Quis is pecuniam dat?
With whose money are Sextus and Cornelius getting that boat? Who gives them the money? Marcus answers.
Amici Corneli multum habent aurum et puer pecunia non eget.
The friends of Cornelius have much gold, and the boy does not lack money. Titus asks where they will sail.
Quo pueri navigabunt? Navigabunt ne longe a terra.
Where will the boys sail? Will they sail far from land? Marcus explains the plan.
Dubia sunt consilia eorum, sed hodie credo, sciventus erit idoneus, ad maximam insulam navigabunt, iam antea ibi fuerunt, tum autem ventus erat perfidus et puer magno in periculo erant.
Their plans are doubtful, but today I believe if the wind is suitable, they will sail to the largest island. They have already been there before. But then the wind was treacherous and the boys were in great danger. Quintus warns them.
Aqua vento commota est inimica nautis semper, et sepe perfidus ventus navigia rapit, agit deletque. I pueri, si non fuerint maxime attenti, irata aqua et valido vento superabuntur, et ita interficientur.
Water stirred up by wind is always hostile to sailors, and often a treacherous wind seizes, drives, and destroys boats. Those boys, if they have not been very careful, will be overcome by the angry water and the strong wind, and so be killed. Now translate from English into Latin. Read each sentence, pause to build it yourself, then check the answer. First, a pluperfect. Where had the boys been before? They had been in school.
Ubi pueri antea fuerant, in ludo fuerant.
Another pluperfect. Where had Sextus been? He had been in a field next to the river.
Ubi sextus fuerat, in agro proximo fluvio fuerat.
Now the plain perfect. Who has been with Sextus today? Cornelius has been with him.
Quiscum sexto hodie fuit, Cornelius cum eo fuit.
A short one, who says so? Marcus.
Quisit dicit, Marcus.
Two perfects together. If the wind has been suitable, the boys have been in the boat.
Si ventus idoneus fuit, pueri in navigio fuerunt.
A future now, soon we shall sail with the boys.
Mox cum pueris navigabimus.
Finally, the future perfect. There will be no danger if we shall have been careful. Notice the verb comes before its subject, and the word for careful must be nominative plural to agree with we.
Non erit periculum, si attenti fuerimus.
3 tenses, 1 stem. On the perfect stem of the verb to be you built the perfect, meaning have been. The pluperfect, meaning had been, marked by its own tense sign. And the future perfect, meaning shall have been, marked by another sign and hiding that trap in its final form. Add 10 new words, including gold, wind, a boat, and the courage to sail it, and the whole conversation opened up. Next lesson takes these same 3 tenses and puts them on real verbs of every conjugation. To practice what you just learned, this course has free exercises and AI-graded feedback on ludium.ai. The link is in the description.